Hi, so this is a video to explain the paper exercises I'm asking you to do today in case you need any help. To keep everyone else around you sane, I'd recommend using earbuds instead of playing this out loud. It's just my voice. But all right, so yeah, I need to make sure you can do some basic algebra stuff like combine like terms. Combine like terms is, well, they're both numbers, you can combine them. If they have the same variable, you can combine them. If they have the same exponents, you can combine them. If you can't combine something with a variable and something that's just a number, you can't combine things that have different variables. You can't combine things that have different exponents. For example, like I'll show you three. Three is kind of one of the harder ones. All right, so we got things with b. 11b and 3b becomes 14b. So I got rid of the b's. I got 12c and I got minus 2c. That becomes plus 10c. And this thing right here, that is just, yeah, so you can't really combine the 10c with the c squared. It's just, so this would be the answer, 14b plus 10c plus c squared. That's how you do all four of these. I mean, just combine the x's with 1, you combine x's and y's, here's m's and n's, and there's a 37, that's actually in the answer, 37 is in the answer. Here we got m squared, we got n's, we got 95. So that's how you do that. All right, moving on. So we got distributive property. That means when you have one thing times two things, or usually sometimes it's one thing times three things. So if inside the parentheses you see unlike terms like x plus 3, or x and 3 are not like terms, d and 6 are not like terms, you would actually multiply the number on the outside times both things. So like the answer for 5 is 4 times x is 4x, 4 times 3 is 12, and that would be, it's okay if the number's to the right instead of the left, that doesn't make any difference, so that'd be 2a plus 14. All right, and then here, three things, yeah, so that'd be 2x minus 2y plus 2. Okay, so that's how you do those. Yeah. I'm erasing them because I just don't want this document to have them. If you want the answers, I don't know, press pause, rewind or something. All right, two-step equations. This is easy for you, hopefully it's easy for you. First step is you add or subtract. Second step is multiply or divide. That's kind of my method of doing this. So for example, like number 12, I want to get rid of the 3. I want to get rid of the 14 because I want a to be by itself. So I can't really show all the steps. I need to find like a kind of a writing, like a handwriting app on this computer. I used to have one. So I would add 14 to both sides. That would make it say 18 equals 3a. All right. And then I would divide both sides by 3. You end up with the answer of 6 is a. All right. That's how you do really all these 11 through 16. All right. Okay, now we got variables on both sides, which usually means it's 3 steps. And so it's really the last 2 steps of 3 steps is the same as 2-step equations. There's just a first real step first. And you want to get rid of the smaller term with a variable from both sides of the equation. For example, like 18, what's smaller, 5y or 3y? So you would subtract 3y from both sides. 5y minus 3y is 2y minus 8 equals 2, right? Because 3y is gone. Now you would add 2 to both sides. You know, for 2y is 10, right? And then you divide both sides by 2, y is 5. All right, that's 3 steps. Yeah, I need to find like a writing app that works well for what I want. Wow. All right, 17 through 22 is like that. All right, so to be honest, these were not really Algebra 1. This combined like terms is 6th grade. Distributive property, I think it's 6th grade. 2 steps is 7th grade. 3 steps is 8th grade. And then FOIL, this is algebra. This is 100%. So uh, now you might have been taught how to do this different ways. I'm not sure, but this is how I would teach it if I teach Algebra 1. It's called the FOIL method. So when you have what's called a binomial times a binomial, the word binomial means, well, you have two unlike terms. Like x minus 7 are two unlike terms. X minus 5 are two unlike terms. Okay. Anytime you see the thing by in English language, that means two. Like bicycle has two wheels. Uh, Bicentennial means twice a year. So two things times two things. When you have two things times two things, you end up having four multiplications. For example, let's say we have this question like x minus 3 times x minus 5. So the first thing is x times x gives you x squared. Outside means you do the far left thing times the far right thing. So x times negative 5 is negative 5x. Inside means the two middle things, negative 3 times x is negative 3x. And then negative 3 times negative 5 becomes positive 15. And almost always in these questions, you'll notice that the stuff in the middle are like terms to combine. Negative 5 minus 3 is negative 8. And that's how you do all of these, okay? So, and then there's just kind of a puzzle involving this. See if you can figure that out. See if you can actually reach the goal. And that's it. I mean, I just kind of need to make sure you can do this stuff before we get into like heavier geometry questions that actually involve this. Like you're gonna have to do this in geometry. Does this look like geometry? No, but what if I say we have a rectangle and the length is x minus 7 and the width is x minus 5, and I ask you for the area? Yeah, you would do this. You would actually do this. So yeah, you're gonna use this stuff in geometry, just like last year. All right, I hope this is helpful. Sorry I'm not there today, but have a good day.